One aspect from my healing process that is the most impactful for me is seeing other people on healing journeys and in their healing process as well that really don't have the same background or coming from the same childhood that I did. I hear them always talking about what are the hardest aspects of their healing process, and it's always something like coming from poverty, coming from a foreign country. Most of the time, it's something along the lines of having to deal with financial disparities. There's also like this discourse between childless people and people who had children and people who had maybe children young, too young to have children, that why is it that childless people are struggling if they don't even have another mouth to feed and they don't even have any other responsibilities other than themselves, right? And then people are like, well, this single mom who had her child when she was a teenager is so successful, so y'all don't have an excuse. So here's my point of view on that. As somebody who has never had parents growing up, who never had a support system as an adult, who basically never had someone to care unconditionally for them. Only separation and difference between those two types of people is a support system. Someone has a support system as an adult, they can go so much further than someone who does not. If someone is raised by their family or has a parent and an adult who actually cares about them as a child, they start out with a foundation of self-love and self-esteem that somebody who didn't have those things doesn't start out with. So for someone like me who didn't have those things, it's really hard to relate to people who are even in the healing process as adults as well, because not a lot of people have the extremes that I came from as a child and then have to deal with the extremes that I did as an adult. So I have overwhelmingly had to pave my own way when it comes to my healing process, because there's really no book or manual or no roadmap to what I am doing, because it is such a unique experience that there's not very many people that I can actually relate to, take advice from, or even listen to at that. And it feels very isolating. And I get very discouraged a lot of the times because of that aspect of it.